Hi y'all, it's been a long time, huh? I just wanted to hop on here. I've been busy, and when I'm not busy, I'm sick. So you all know that I have that issue, and I've been having a flare that has been mimicking MS, so brain fog, and I can't think well, so bear with me today. I wanted to come on here and say hi. I miss you guys. I have been working on Christmas presents, and this year I decided to do some character gnomes. And I'm gonna start with saying that the gnomes that I'm doing is a basic pattern from, I got that pattern from Winding Road Crochet. She does have a website. You can go on the internet and just type in Winding Road Crochet, and it will pop up a lot of free and paid for patterns. But I've been using her pattern, just the basic parts, the body and arms, and then the beard. From her pattern, and then making the rest my own. Now there are two that I didn't do that with, and that was the football pattern, and I'm gonna start with this one. I made this one for my grandson because he is a football player, and he has blonde hair, but he's 14, so I only gave him a short little beard. His helmet, guard, the little football, the football hat, and cover his name on the back and his number. And he's a phenomenal football player. He's really good. He's in junior varsity, and I thought this would tickle him. So I'm hoping that he likes this. I do have another football one, but I didn't do the football hat, and this one is the actual pattern from Winding Road Crochet, and this is the Michigan pattern, and I used yarn to put the letter in, but I filled it in with a puff paint. Puff paint works really good if you want to do eyes, mouths, stuff like that with yarn. Sometimes it will soak into the acrylic, but it doesn't soak into chenille yarn. I've been using acrylic for all of my gnomes, but the puff paint, this is, it's backwards for you, I'm sorry. I don't know how to edit, or I would do these ahead of time and then edit them out for you. But this is the puffy paint that I get. I get it at Walmart, and I think I got a pack of 10 or 13 or 10 or 12 for like $10. It wasn't very much, but it comes out in a nice small stream. But like I said, it does soak into the acrylic. See the small tip that it has, so you can do fine lettering, and I'll show you that in a second because I did one on one of these gnomes. This is the basic, this is the football gnome pattern, and I think he's really cute. I made one for my husband too because he's a football fan, a Michigan football fan. I'm gonna put him back up here where he belongs. And then I started doing my own thing after the actual patterns. I started making my own. So I did a little snowman gnome. Here's his little carrot and his magic hat and the holly, and I put little black gloves on him and some buttons. But he's just the basic pattern, the arms and the body, and then I did my own little hat and put him on, and then I added the happy stuff. But I thought he was really cute, and he's gonna stay up on my wall as well. He's not a gift. If I can get him to stay up there. And then my youngest son, he is 30, but he is into Vikings. He really likes Viking songs, Viking stuff, so I made this for him. He's got the helmet with the nose guard, and it's got the side that comes down. I was going to put like a leather look around it because they do have like the leather that goes around the helmets, but it was too much for me. So I made him some little horns to put on there, a little shield that goes, I just actually added that to his hand because we didn't want him falling off. I was going to put a little loop and just put it over his hand, but he's got a lot of kids. He's got 7 kids. So I didn't want that to fall off. And his beard my son's beard is actually orange. So he kind of looks like a Viking anyway. So this is his little surprise for Christmas. All of my kids, my grandkids, they absolutely love the crochet stuff. Now, this is my middle son. He has his own business, and he's a construction guy, and the name of his business is Vi Guy Handyman. And excuse me, I'm getting a call. I have to kind of delete that. Hopefully you can still hear me. And I had this idea of doing a little construction gnome, and he wears ball caps all the time. So instead of a hat, I put a ball cap on him. I used, for the rim of the ball cap, to keep it so that it would keep its shape, I used pipe cleaners and then just crocheted around them, and then crocheted this, let me pull it down, crocheted this part here in. I should sew that back up because he's crooked. His nose is bent. I didn't realize that until I just looked at him. There we go. But I forgot what I was saying. See? MS brain. So, and the name of his business is, like I said, Vi Guy Handyman. And he's always wearing ball caps. And he's always wearing, I can't say the brand, but shoes that have kind of like lightning bolts. They're tennis shoes. So I put the little lightning bolts on the little feetsies. And I gave him a tool belt. And I made a little hammer and a little wrench, and then I just threw a little screw with a wing nut in it. And his beard is actually a reddish, but it's starting to gray. He's 40, and I just kind of thought that matched him really good. I don't know, I try to take the character of the person with what they do, and then go with that and just make it my own. So but don't forget that basic pattern comes from Winding Road Crochet, and like I said, she's on the internet. All you have to do is type it in and go look. She's got all kinds of patterns, and she's really good. I believe she has tutorials with them. I didn't go with the tutorial. I just went and found the pattern and read it off. This pattern here is for one of my granddaughters. I have going on 29, I believe. I lost count. Grandchildren now. But my next one is due in February, and then I have another great grandchild due in March. I'm excited. I can't wait to go to that baby shower. It's going to be awesome. But this is a little artist, one of my granddaughters. She is fixing to be 18, and she's a phenomenal, she's an awesome kid. She paints, she draws, she writes poetry, she loves forensics and geology, I believe, and just an all around, but she loves painting the most. So I made her this little artist gnome. This is her little artist hat. I was trying to make it so it would be flat, but with the, I had to put the stuffing in it, and it kind of poofed it up. because if I didn't put the stuffing in, it was going to be floppy. All the other stuffing was going to come up. I put a little paintbrush on her. I'm still not done with this one. I'm going to put paint splotches on her and a palette. I have no idea where I put it. Okay, this I got at the Dollar Tree. It's a little chalkboard sign. It has a you know, a clip, clothespin on it. I'm gonna take that clothespin off, put it on her on the other hand like this, and put little paint splotches like a palette. And then this, let me put that down. This little thing is gonna go with it. It's an easel, and it's got its own canvas. I'm going to leave that blank because, like I said, she's an artist, and I'll let her decide what she wants to put on it. Maybe she'll paint me a nice little gnome and then take a picture for me. But that's all I have with me right now. I did do Winding Road Crochet's baby for the baby shower I went to yesterday. It was a little girl. She had a binky in her mouth, a white diaper, a pink hat that was bent and smushed by the nose. It looked like a baby. It was really cute. And my phone is just shaking all over the place because I'm banging up against my table. Now on the Vigai, I'm also going to cut this piece of wood in half and have him holding some wood. That didn't sound right, but don't take it that way. And I do have one more to make for a son-in-law who likes the Green Bay Packers. So I'm gonna do the football guy with the shoulder pads, the football, his color he's gray. So I'm gonna put him a gray beard, and his hat is not going to be like this. What I'm going to do with that, because Green Bay is known for cheese, I'm going to make the cheese slice as his hat. And hopefully I can get it to come down over his nose okay. Like I said, I've been busy. And when I'm not busy, I'm not feeling well. But this is one of the things that I accomplished over the summer. I turned my little space here into my own little craft room. It's a breakfast nook, and I wanted to show you all. So there's my little shelf. It's my little F-bomb. I was watching Sarah's Strings and Things. Go watch her. She's awesome. I like watching her. She's gives good advice, and she does some tutorials, and she always shows her markets. She's really good with editing, and I tried to learn from her. When I go and read it, I just don't retain it, and I screw everything up. So I didn't want to do that. I just keep it plain. But that's where I got the idea for the F-bomb. I don't know if she has a pattern there, but I just looked at it and just made it. So that is all of my crafty things, my little gnomes that my kids have bought me, coffee cups that I've made, my paint brushes and paint and beads and stuff like that I add into some of my work. That's all there. I've got stuff back in the corner. There's stuff behind me, my horsey, that he's got a floppy head, so I never gave him to anybody. My little bearded dragon, he's been sitting here for quite a while. I think one of my grandkids wanted him, so I'm probably gonna, I don't remember whose pattern this is, but this was not my pattern. He's just a little guy I decided to try. I had a lady that used to go into the pet shop there, and she asked me, because she saw my crochet stuff, she asked me, can I make her one? So I did. I made it plush, but this is the one that I did to make sure that I can make it. And then I've got other stuff over here. where I keep all of my yarns in the drawers, and there is the octopus with with, I gotta take this off and show you guys. It's so funny. If I can get it off here. My daughter came over with my granddaughters, and they decided, how am I going to turn this around? I guess I'm just going to have to turn you around. They decided that they wanted to put the, where am I? I can't get it in there, guys. Sorry. They wanted to put the fishies in the tentacles of the octopus. So he's getting ready to eat, I guess. And that's pretty much it. So what's been going on in your life? And tell me what you would like to see on my channel. I can do tutorials for specific items, but they're going to end up long because, like I said, I don't know how to edit. So it would be probably long and boring, unless I can get one of my grandchildren to edit it for me. I do have an editor on my tablet, but I can't figure it out for nothing. I can teach you how to read a pattern. I can show you basic stitches again. I know I did that, but it's been over a year. There's other stitches that I could add to it to help you get more knowledge of what you're doing, and then kind of show you how to read the pattern for those stitches, and then you can go off and do your own crocheting. And when you get better at it, if you haven't done it before, then you can start making your own things instead of using other people's patterns. That's how I started. I just got on YouTube and started doing excuse me. I started doing following people on tutorials, and then I learned how to read patterns, and once I got the basics of how things would look in certain areas like arms or bodies or heads or tentacles like the octopus, then I had more of an understanding of how I can make what I want instead of what other people make. So give me some suggestions down there, and I will try to be on here more often. My goal this year, or in the coming year, is to do at least one video a week. So give me some ideas. I'm glad you guys stopped by, and if you're new here, welcome. If you're not, thanks for coming back. I'll see y'all later. Bye.